The problem's always with the people. It's not with God. And there was nothing wrong with his law. But the Bible in Hebrews said, the law made nothing perfect, but the bringing in of a better hope did, by the which we draw nigh unto God.
Yeah.
The law didn't complete anything. It didn't make anything perfect. It didn't make anything complete. But there was something that did complete some things. Exodus 33:12, and Moses said unto the Lord, see, thou sayest unto me, bring up this people, and thou hast not let me know whom thou wilt send with me. Yet thou hast said, I know thee by name, and thou hast also found grace in my sight. Now therefore I pray thee, if I have found grace in thy sight, show me now thy way, that I might know thee, that I may find grace in thy sight, and consider that this nation is thy people. Moses began to intercede on the behalf of the children of Israel at this time. And he said, my presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest. I want you to keep that scripture in mind as we go forward. My presence. And he said unto him, if thy presence go not with me, carry us not up hence. Moses said, Lord, if your presence ain't with me, it ain't worth going.
Come on, ma'am.
For wherein shall it be known, here and I and thy people have found grace in thy sight? How are we going to know we found grace in your sight, God? Is it not in that thou goest with us? So shall we be separated, I and thy people, from all the people upon the face of the earth? And the Lord said unto Moses, I will do this thing also that thou hast spoken, for thou hast found grace in my sight, and I know thee by name. And he said, I beseech thee, show me thy glory.
Show me.
Come on now.
And he said, I will make my goodness pass before thee, and I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and I will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. And he said, thou canst see my face, for shall no man see me and live. And the Lord said, behold, there is a place by me, and thou shalt stand upon a rock. And it shall come to pass, while my glory passeth by, that I will put thee in the cleft of a rock, and will cover thee with my hand while I pass by. And I will take away my hand, and thou shalt see my back parts, but my face shall not be seen. Now, face. If you look it up in the Strong's there, one of the definitions for face is anger. So, he said, you can't see my anger, for no man can see the anger of God and live. Before I go on, I got a question for you. What are the wages of sin?
Death.
The wages of sin is death. How many sins do you have to commit to be called a sinner? Anybody?
Say one. One?
No. Zero. You were born in sin.
Okay.
Shapen in iniquity.
Okay.
You never committed sin.
Hell now.
It was Adam that did it to you. That was Adam's fault. You was born in sin, shapen in iniquity. It wasn't that you woke up birthed out of the womb and started committing sin. What baby do you know that commits sin? Now I know that you don't have to teach them how to lie and how to do all that. They figure that out on their own. Why? Because it's their nature. It's who they are. It's who you were. If you're not born again, it's who you were. You had a nature that was sinful. It was Adam's nature. So he said, you cannot see my anger or you cannot see my face and live. He said, come on over here, Moses. I'm going to put you in the cleft of a rock. He said, and I'm going to let all of my goodness pass by you.
Yes, sir.
He said, but I'm going to cover you because you can't see my face. But I'm going to show you my hinder parts or my back parts. If you look back parts up in the Strong's, strange little definition for that. It says, hereafter or a time to come. Now what did Moses ask him to see? He said, Lord, he asked him a few things. He said, if your presence don't go with me, I don't want to go. It ain't worthwhile if you ain't with me, God.
All right.
And then he asked him, he said, I want to see your glory.
Your glory.
Now, what is the glory of God? What is the glory of God? Glory in the Hebrew is properly weight, but only figuratively in a good sense. Splendor. Or copiousness. Honor. Copiousness is a large in quantity or number having yielded an abundant supply. Exhibiting abundance or fullness. Splendor. Splendor is brilliant, gorgeous in appearance, magnificent, grandeur, glory, brilliant distinction, great brightness, brilliant light or luster. So we got Moses who had brought the law down. And Moses there was 3,000 people died at the giving of the law. And as I told you earlier, the law completed nothing. But thank God, and Moses, when he began to intercede on the behalf of the children of Israel right there, because God could have cut them off. And he at one time said he would kill them all and start all over. But he said, I can't show you my anger. I can't show you my face, but I'm going to let my goodness pass before you. I'm going to hide you from my anger, and I'm going to put you in the cleft of a rock, and I'm going to show you, instead of my anger, I'm going to show you my grace or my glory. Now, let's go to John. Chapter 1. All right, if I take my time a little bit.
Yeah, take your time, ma'am.
Chapter 1. We'll start at. It's hard to leave any of it out. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by Him, and without Him was not anything made that was made. In Him was life, and the life was the light of men, and the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. The same came for a witness to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness to that light. I'm not that light either. But I come to bear witness to that light. That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He came unto his own, and the own received him not. When it says he came unto his own, he came unto the Jew, and they rejected him. But as many as received him, to him gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. Now I'm going to get into being born again. I'm going to get into a new birth and what it really means. They're not born of blood, nor of the will of flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. I'm afraid sometimes we leave the cross at the blood. We leave it there. And thank God for the blood. Thank God that the blood was shed. But the blood was the beginning. It was not the end.
Amen.
It's got to go deeper than just my sin being forgiven. Thank God my sin's forgiven. Because we know that, we talked about earlier that the penalty for sin is death. It doesn't change. It ain't that you go back to the back of the church, sit back there a while until you get your act together, and then we might let you come up to the front for a little while because you've got sin in your life. The penalty for sin is death. Now, every one of us sin. Every one of us. In word, thought, or deed, every day. Now, I know that's not popular.
That's truth, though.
Let's don't tell the truth in church now. Every one of us sin in word, thought, or deed every day. But I'm going to show you what God has did. I'm going to show you the glory that God was showing to Moses right there, and what he has made us to be. We talked about identity the last 2 nights a little bit, but I'm going to get into this glory that God has did, this honor that God has did, this light that God, this brilliant light that God has did for us through Jesus Christ. And the word was